I chose to go to war, not because I was trained to do so.
Atris has said the training of the Jedi was flawed, and the Jedi Civil War was proof of this.
And what does Atris consider proper training?
That is unknown to me. I have never observed Atris to teach Jedi, nor would I wish to. Atris has chosen instead to focus her efforts on galactic recovery. Once the galaxy breathes again, disciples will come.
Atris knows nothing, and she will transmit her ignorance to anyone who follows her.
She predicted you would say as much. She seems to know you quite well. Perhaps you are the one who knows nothing.
Perhaps the other one knows nothing. That sounds like a challenge to me.
I would welcome a chance to instruct you. I have been anxious to teach you many principles of combat ever since you invaded this place.
Never mind. I've been taught already. Some other questions?
You may ask.
Why did she choose to come here?
Even the Sith prefer live prey to scavenging a corpse. She thought that a world already savaged by the Sith would not prove a target a second time. It was a place where the artifacts and the teachings of the Jedi could be kept safely if the Sith could not be turned aside.
What do you do here?
We serve the Jedi, and we watch.
Are you training to become Jedi?
I assume you meant no insult. It is forbidden for us to become Jedi, even if we possessed the awareness of the galaxy that the Jedi possess. We are here because we are not Jedi. That is our purpose.
Why would it be an insult?
We have taken an oath to never follow the teachings of the Jedi, only to watch those of the Order and carry out Atris's will should it be necessary. Atris believes the new Jedi Order that shall arise here will need to be guarded and watched by those not touched by the Force. She thinks it will give balance.
Huh. And who watches you?
Atris is the one we serve, and she guides our actions.
But Atris is a Jedi, and you're supposed to watch Jedi.
Atris is trusted. She has watched Jedi rise and fall and knows the ways of both paths to see the signs when they begin. She is a worthy one to judge the Jedi, when the Jedi refuse to judge their own.
What a nice corrupt little circle you've made here.
I do not expect a criminal to understand. You have existed outside the circle of the Jedi for too long.
And so has Atris. I mean, there aren't any Jedi here now, are there?
Atris is the only Jedi here, this is true, but the Mistress will bring others in time.
Atris couldn't bring a deck fly to garbage, let alone Jedi to this place.
You shall see. She has more strength than you know.
Why do you all look the same, and sound the same?
We share the same father, and we all bear the face of our mother. It is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
But the one handmaiden who challenged us when we arrived, she looked differently.
As I have said, it is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
So she has a different set of parents?
If you seek to raise anger in me, you will fail, exile. I tolerate your presence only upon orders of the Mistress. She did not order me to endure your questions.
I had some questions then.
You may ask.
Yeah, never mind. I'll be going now. So I'm fully healed again now, which is great news. Because I think I'm ready to get my butt whooped again. Maybe I should go and talk to the same one. The problem with the fight, though, is admittedly my stats are absolutely horrible. -1 strength, which is going to lower the damage output, but really the dexterity is the issue. Let's try something.
Have you returned to fight again?
Yes.
Very well. I shall honor your request. It shall be the same as before.
Enough talk, let's fight.
Then let us begin.
So I can't use stimulants or anything. But can I use shields?
You have fallen.
What? Let's fight again.
Very well. It shall be the same as before.
So it cancels the fight immediately. Okay, I can handle that. Let's go with normal attacks. See what I can do. Okay, we're landing hits at least.
This will teach you.
It does. 44 damage is incredible. There's no hope. Criticals are brutal. At least I landed some hits, you know? Half her damage, or half her health, for all of mine.
You have fallen.
Yeah.
Seek one of us out when you wish to fight.
I mean, it's just not something I can do, I don't think. It's just not something I can do as far as I can tell. I don't know what it does if you win. Ooh, we got things over here to steal. Concussion grenade, Mandalorian heavy armor, credits, shield. Did I actually use my shield? I don't know, because it doesn't show the charges there. I hope I didn't. I didn't see it being activated, so you'd think it didn't get activated. Combat sensor, meditation band, cryo band grenade. The real visor as well. Combat sensor might actually be a good opportunity for me. It's just +2, so effectively it's a +1 on rolls and a +1 on armor class. But it's something. Okay, well, let's see what I can do. Broken item. Dang it. I had to do that. I had to open it. Oh, this room doesn't have anything. That's surprising. This one does. And it's another broken item. And a lot of them are locked on this side. Another broken item, but the money didn't get broken. And that's all that matters. As long as it doesn't break the money. Know what I mean? Is that... No, that can't be a lightsaber. It is a stick. So, you know, they have sticks. Let's look at our... Okay, we need to go east that way. This map is enormous. And this is probably where I arrive. Yes, it is. From there. I talked to you. You can't fool me. No, I talked to your sister over here. They all say the same thing. Which is rather upsetting. And we have more stuff. And also very industrial-looking containers over here with some parts. Look at these things. What are they for? Medpack, Zabrak, Vibroblade. That could be good. Durasteel heavy armor. No, that's not as good. The Vibroblade is a good offhand weapon as far as I can tell. It is the one that I'm using. Is that a star map?
Why have you approached me?
Because of the... Okay. I thought... I'm not going to ask for my friends. I don't have friends. I have slaves. Dark side. Speaking of slaves.
Did you find what you came for?
That depends. What was I supposed to find here?
There was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still.
So Kreia focuses really much on the learning. The challenge aspect of it is kind of complicated and hard for me to distinguish what she... Some of these lines are very close together. But I really want to butter up to Kreia as much as I can. So we have some options here. The woman here is a Jedi, one of the council. She was one of the council who cast me out of the order and wanted to punish me even further. She means me harm. I may have to kill her. That's probably not going to be good. I wouldn't exactly call her charming. Stay out of my head, I'll remove yours. It looks like it's the first option, and all the other options are progressively bad. Progressively worse. I think it's the first one. The woman here is a Jedi, Atris, one of the council.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Atreus plans to heal the galaxy and then rebuild the Order.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
Those who cannot feel the Force?
Yes, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
Their minds are walls. One of the first things Kreia says is about how easy it is to read the thoughts of Atos. Or Aton, whatever his name is. For her to say that their minds are walls, she's referring to she can't read their minds. And so that's the first option right there. How do you know that? Were you reading their minds?
Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
She means me harm. I may have to kill her.
Ah, killing such a one could prove difficult and unwise. Yet she distracts you, that is clear, and that may be reason enough. Such distractions could prove fatal against the enemies we face.
I like how I think, Kreia. How would you kill her, if you had to?
Direct action is not always the best way. It is a far greater victory to make another see through your eyes than to close theirs forever. Yet all that lives feels, and where something feels, there is weakness.
She wants me to turn her to the dark side, which so far her dialogue has been mostly me trying to do that, and more or less succeeding. Not really, because she didn't ever say any dark side stuff. And that's how you turn to the dark side, is by saying dark side stuff, not really by doing anything, although doing also does that. And what is her weakness?
Why, you, of course. You are the gravity around which all her actions rotate. You exert a stronger influence than you know. Be her foil, her challenge, and eventually she will see things your way.
I did not realize I had affected her so deeply.
Oh, yes. Natural leaders do such things to followers, whether they be simple criminals or old women such as myself.
I will consider this. For now, let's go.
Very well. Let us depart.
What happened to Aton?
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
He can sleep on the ship. Let's go. Hell yeah.
I'm sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
Yes, you did. You were, you lost consciousness in the crash. There's nothing to apologize for. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
A Jedi Academy, concealed on the northern pole of Telos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
Are you well enough to travel?
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Meet me at the ship and prep it for launch. We're leaving as soon as we can.
Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
The two party members left are Aton and Kreia. Bao-Dur will meet you at the Ebonhawk. Influence over Bao-Dur has been gained. And now I smell like roses. I mean, not really, because it's light side. Aton.
Ah, hey. You're back with us. We were just on our way to rescue you from those ghost women when, we got locked up.
Are you okay? You look a little disoriented.
Don't worry about me. I'm fine. How did things go with the Jedi here? Are you all done?
So to speak, we need to leave, so let's go.
Things went that well, huh? You make friends wherever you go, don't you?
Until the galaxy runs out of people, yes.
Well, that's encouraging. Nothing like a steady stream of people who hate us or want to kill us to keep the heart pumping.
You've done enough, Hatton. You can go if you want. What was that?
No, I was just complaining. I'm with you until things start going better for you. We need to stick together, you know? And who knows? I might be able to help you out of a tight spot at some point.
You surprised me. I thought you'd want to jump ship as soon as you could.
Ah, hey, don't mention it. It's my pleasure.
I don't know what's up with Kreia there. Alright then, let's go. Kreia?
Let us keep moving. There is nothing more to be gained here.
Very well, let's keep moving. There's really nothing that I should otherwise say.
What? Look, I'm fine, okay? I was just a little dizzy when I first woke up.
Are you sure?
Look, I appreciate the concern, really, but I'm fine.
Got it. Just wanted to check on you. Okay, and now he has a weapon. This is pretty important, because otherwise I would have to equip them. And this way I don't have to equip them. And I'm very happy for that, honestly. So, we came from there. And we're going over this way. This is easy to miss. This thing over here. Ion Charger Mark III. We're getting really good quality upgrades. So past the star map or whatever. Oh, T3M4 is here?
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you little thief?
Don't be a fool. Atris stole the ship and the droid.
Says you.
That's good. That's a good line. T3, are you alright? It wasn't your fault they took the ship, T3. Hold on. What information are you talking about? Why would you want what's in your memory core? You can fill me in later. Let me get you out of there first. Yeah, we'll see you at the Ebonhawk. Look at that. We finally got D3. And naturally we're gaining light side points, but that's not real. We know we're gonna be dark side forever. Right. Just didn't get Kreia points. Those are the only points I care for. Ooh, also a workbench. That could be good. Yeah, nothing in the workbench. I am very confused about this blast steel cylinder. Please let me open it. I would oh, thank you. Really appreciate it. A canny shield. That's pretty good. And that's the Ebonhawk that we have seen before as well. So no surprise. We got a lab station. We're not really going to worry about that. We have those in the ship anyway, so it's not like it really matters. Or does it? Because there might be bosses. And there's loot all over the place. Which is good, because obviously I'm going to explore everything. Can you believe exploring this stuff not giving me any loot? This is the loading ramp to the Ebonhawk. Once aboard, you'll be leaving the Telos Polar Academy for good. Let's do it. It's very easy to tell. That's not very camouflaged at all, that academy.
Well, now that we're off that dejarik board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
Oh, going to hyperdrive. What's with T3? What are you talking about? You downloaded Adris's archives?
What is the machine saying?
He said there was a holo record of my trial in Atris's records.
We seem to have found it.
That's the room we were in before.
Do you know why we have called you here?
I came here because I chose to, not because you summoned me.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
The horror you wrought at Malachor, which is the Sith. Or the... No, it's the freaking Mandalorians, I think. The truth is that no Jedi should turn from war. They should embrace it.
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out. And so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Oh, so that's what that thing was.
Much defiance in that one.
You were correct, Kavar. When she was here, I felt it. It was as if she was not there. More like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. She has lost herself. She is no Jedi. She walked Revan's path, but she was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. She has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let her depart. She will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with her, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let her go because we must. Where she travels, she carries her destination with her.
Malachor 5 should have been her grave. You saw it in her walk, and in the Force. It was as if she was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and she cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told her the truth. A Jedi deserved to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There's still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years we will call her before us and explain what happened to her, and how she may be healed. Until then, she must accept her journey.
But she may never discover the truth, and she will never know why we cast her out.
And that is the future we must accept.
But now we're learning.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
Those last few moments after my trial, I had no idea. Because I wasn't there. The cinematography was also pretty good. If you find anything else, let me know. Atris has a list of all the missing Jedi? Sure, display it. That's Master Vrook in Dantooine, Master Zez-Kai El in Nar Shaddaa, Master Kavar in Onderon, Master Vash in Korriban, Master Atris in Tellus. That's farts. All of those fools were there when I was sentenced.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
That would make sense if Atris let the T3 download things and give me basically her job of finding the Jedi. And I think it is. The first choice here is we have no choice, which means that we do not have a choice because this is a role-playing game. Then I say we forget the Jedi and go right for the Sith.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Yeah, Atris and the Council took it from me.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
And why wouldn't I?
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Very well. To begin, there are some parts I'll need.
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
More farts.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat.
Spazak.
Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits?
Did you lose?
Got a minute?
I'm a little busy here. What is it?
Won't take more than a minute.
All right, I'll work while you talk.
Look, your friend, the Jedi, you know her from way back, don't you? How much do you know about her, really?
Her? You mean the General? Yeah, during the war. If that's what you mean by way back. Can't say I know too much about her, though.
Better than anyone else on this ship. Just give me your opinion, okay? And don't laugh.
I'm trying to work here, Atten.
I was just wondering if you thought maybe she and I might...
You're being serious.
You said you wouldn't laugh.
You are being serious. Atten, she was a general. I was just a tech. Your guess is about as good as mine.
Well, what's your guess then?
I'm getting back to work.
Hey! I'm being serious here.
Beep beep deep.
You're laughing at me? I'll put you on the scrap heap, you walking tin can.
It's got wheels, you idiot.